everyone. It is Monday, June 1st. Brand new month. We're almost halfway through the year. I hope everyone is staying safe and staying healthy with all the protests and everything going on. There's still COVID-19 to worry about. A lot is going on in our country right now, and I just want everyone, please, I'm praying for your safety and health. Just know that. Today starts all the readathons in June. Feel Good-a-thon, the HEA-a-thon, and the Readathon Diaries. I started listening to Furyborn on my way to work. I have the audiobook for that, and then I'm gonna start physically reading From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I'm buddy reading that book, so I'm only reading about 30 pages a day with my buddy. So as soon as I finish the section for today, I'm gonna be moving on and reading a Kindle book. I have my Kindle here, Neighborly by Katrina Jackson. So lots of books. I'm gonna get all these books read, I swear. Hey everybody. Sorry I didn't update y'all last night. Really trying hard to edit my vlog and get it up there for your viewing pleasure. My husband came home, we had dinner, and he wanted to watch The Mentalist. Of course you gotta watch The Mentalist. I read, I think up until like chapter 6 of Furyborn, and then I read the section that we were supposed to for my buddy read from Blood and Ash. And I don't know how great of an idea it is to read 2 fantasy books because I don't want to mix the plots. The phone's ringing, hold on. And I'm back. Okay. For any of those who have read Furyborn, I feel like a lot is thrown at you right away. Like it's 2 different perspectives, 2 different timelines. Honestly, if you want to be honest, it's 3 different timelines. The prologue is set during one time, and then Riel's timeline is 2 years before what happened to the prologue. And then Elaine, her timeline is set 1,000 years into the future. When I first heard that, because I'm listening to it on the audiobook, so when I first heard that, it's like 1,000 years later, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? What are you saying to me right now? Anyway, but I am really enjoying it. It's interesting, to say the least. I'm really interested to see how everything connects, because it's got to connect, right? And then From Blood and Ash, it's like a fantasy romance. There's still things I'm not sure. I'm only 2 chapters in, so there's things that I don't know about this book yet. From the prologue, it said that Poppy is a maiden and she has to be protected before her ascension. Like, I don't know what the ascension is. I don't know what that is. And I don't know, like, her role seems to be important. I don't know why it's important. Can't wait to read more of that book just to learn stuff. And then I'm also going to be starting The Darkest Night, just because Jen and I are going live tomorrow to discuss this. It's going to be a reread for me, but it's been a while, so I'm going to reread it and annotate it just so I have things to talk about. So that's it. That's going to be my day. And I also am going to see if my local Barnes & Noble have the 2 books for the Blackout Readathon, White Fragility and White Rage. The hold at the library is for like 6 months, so I want to get a physical copy so I can participate in the live stream that's happening on June 19th. So those are my plans for the day, besides working, which I don't really want to talk about that. Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, June 3rd, and I didn't update y'all yesterday, and I didn't update y'all this morning. I'm so sorry. I got to work and got my coffee, and it was just, as soon as we opened, it was just, you know, patient after patient kind of thing. And when I was at lunch, I was too busy sucked in to Furyborn to even think about filming or vlogging. I'm a little bit more than halfway through Furyborn, and oh my goodness, there's never a dull moment in this book. Like, from the first page, it is just non-stop action. And I feel like it's like a runaway car or a runaway like carriage, and I'm trying to desperately run to keep up with it, to get into the seat, you know, to be there and present. And I just feel like I feel like I'm just running after it as it's just going on without me. But I'm really enjoying it so far. I really love it. The 2 perspectives, dual timeline, it's not as confusing anymore just because I feel like I know the characters now. I am worried about things happening because if you've read it, you know that prologue. And the fact that basically the prologue is like a little snapshot of like how the book's gonna end. And then one perspective is 2 years prior to the prologue, and then the other perspective is 1,000 years into the future. So it's just like, I'm really worried because you're obviously the people that are in the prologue are the people of one perspective, and I'm in love with them. I love them so much. And I'm really worried about things happening or things that are going to happen. So I just wanted to update you on my reading. I was reading The Darkest Night, but then I talked to Jen and we decided that, you know, we weren't going to do the live stream today. It would have happened today. But we decided to postpone it. You know, it's not the week for that. You know, we're just going to be continuing to support Black creators and their content and their voices. And Jesse at Bowties and Books is hosting a silent vigil on Instagram Live. And then we're also going to be going to the bookstore, our used bookstore at Bookman's. They reopened on the 1st, I believe, the 1st of this month, so Monday. And they're open until 6 o'clock because, you know, the curfew that's going on. So we're hoping to sneak in there and just walk around a bookstore. I mean, after all this stuff with COVID and being quarantined and things closed, I just really want to walk around a bookstore. I did a little bit because I went to pick up yesterday. I was going to do curbside pickup at Barnes & Noble, but it said they were open. So I was like, I'm going to go in because you can order online and then pick up in the store. So I ordered some books online and I went to pick it up, and they like redid everything in there, and it's like all reorganized and different layout. And I'm like, oh my God, it's beautiful. But so the books that I got yesterday, I got White Rage by Carol Anderson. I was going to get the other book, White Fragility, on Amazon because Barnes & Noble didn't have it. But when I looked, it said they were sold out temporarily. So I was going to give it like a couple days and then go back on there and see. If anything, I'll just have to get it, the Kindle version, because the hold on it from the library is like 6 to 9 months. So I was like, I kind of need this now. So I got this book. And then I got this beautiful book. Beautiful, A Song Below Water. And oh my gosh, it's so bright and beautiful. Oh my God, I love it. And then I know there's nothing on the naked cover, but I just love this yellow. It's so bright and sunny. It just seems like the perfect summer read. I'm really excited. I'm going to be budding reading this with Knox, and I just met her unofficially, not face to face, but I met her on Twitter a couple days ago, and she seems lovely. She seems really nice. So I'm really excited. She ordered hers from Amazon, so she's waiting on that to drop off. And then we're going to start buddy reading this. Knox also recommended to me, sorry, my bad. This other book that's gorgeous, because she was reading it and she was saying that she was really enjoying it. And that is The Sound of Stars. And yeah, this book is gorgeous. I mean, it's just amazing. Whew. I can't wait to get to that either. And then I got this copy of Persuasion by Jane Austen. I have the bind up of Jane Austen's novel, but I wanted to get this one because it's really freaking pretty. So yeah, those are the books that I bought. I was really excited. Jen and I are going to go to Bookman's, and we'll take you along for the ride. Jen is on a mission for Julie and Lindsay.
I'm too overwhelmed.
I was like, we're in a bookstore. Oh my God, I can't even do it. So we looked for Julie Chase, nothing. Brie Baker, nothing. Now Julie and Lindsay. Hey everyone, it's Thursday, June 4th, and really late last night, like 1 o'clock in the morning, I finished Furyborn, and oh my God, I loved it so much. The audiobook for the second book, Kingsbane, was available on my library, so you better believe I snatched that right up, and I actually want to buy the physical copy as well. I'll probably have to wait till I get paid. I've been buying a lot of books. Like yesterday, Jen and I went to Bookman's, and I got this massive edition of all of the saga volumes in one huge volume. I'll put a picture up and stuff. But while I wasn't looking to spend that much money when I went to Bookman's, I saw that and I just had to get it. I mean, those graphic novels are so hard to come by. Today I'm going to be focused on finishing The Darkest Night by Gina Showalter and catching up on my buddy read from Blood and Ash. I didn't read yesterday's section because I was just so engrossed with Furyborn that I just had to finish it. I'm going to be catching up with yesterday's section and today's section. So those are my goals for the day. Wish me luck. Hey everybody. It's about 5:30 on Thursday. My husband got home a little while ago and he wants to go on a bike ride. It's 110 degrees outside and he wants to go on a bike ride. Send help. I didn't really get a whole lot of reading done when I was at work today because we were stupid busy, but I think I'm a little less than halfway through with The Darkest Night, and I didn't get anything read from Blood and Ashes. I was hoping to meet my goal. I mean, the day's not over yet, but I know as soon as we get home from the bike ride, he's gonna want dinner. He's gonna want to watch The Mentalist. And I'm literally gonna have no time to do anything. Hey everybody, it's Friday, June 5th. I just got to work after the bike ride last night, took a shower, and we watched The Mentalist, of course. What did I say? What happened? I read a little bit more of The Darkest Night. I'm a little bit more than halfway through. I didn't read any from Blood and Ash because I'm a terrible person. So now, today, I have to read 2 days past sections and then today's section. So I have to read 3 sections to get caught up. And then I just started another buddy read with Knox, and I forgot to bring that book to work. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be great. Hey everybody, it's Saturday, June 6th. Last night, my husband and I went on a little bike ride, we got some dinner, and then we watched a little bit of The Mentalist, and we also watched the first episode of A Discovery of Witches. So not a whole lot of reading done. I did read 2 sections from Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So that means I'm only 2 days behind. I'm also supposed to be starting 2 other buddy reads. One is this beauty here, A Song Below Water, with Knox at Knox Reads. And the other one is Insidious by Athea Romig with Jen at the Book Refuge and Steph at Steph's Romance Book Talk, along with this other buddy read from Blood and Ash. And I'm still reading The Darkest Night. Honestly, it's a reread. Why is it taking me so long to finish a book? Like, seriously, we're 6 days into June and I've only read 1 book. I'm a little irritated with myself, to say the least. But today is my godson's birthday party, so I'm gonna go to Target to get something for his birthday because I'm a terrible, terrible godparent and I leave stuff to the last minute. So yeah. The only audiobook I have is The Darkest Night, so I'll be listening to that while I'm out shopping and getting that all put together. Hopefully I'll get some more reading done. It's terrible.
Good boy. Good boy. Good dog. That's a good dog. You're such a good dog. Good boy.
Hey everybody, it's Sunday, June 7th. My husband and I just got back from a lunch. Didn't update you yesterday, so sorry about that. But yesterday I did end up finishing The Darkest Night by Gina Showalter. This was a reread for me, but I really loved this book when I first read it, and I still love it now, but I think when I first read it I gave it 5 stars, and this time I'm gonna give it a 4. Still a solid start of a series. Really interesting concept. It's about the lords of the underworld are actually beings created by the gods. They get angry that they weren't chosen to guard Pandora's box. Pandora was chosen, so in retaliation they decide to open the box. The main character in this book, his name is Maddox. He's actually the one that kills Pandora. So in addition to the demons inside the box inhabiting the lords, Maddox gets an extra curse because he was the one that actually killed Pandora. So every night at midnight, one of the other lords has to stab him in the stomach 6 times because that's what he did to Pandora. And then the lord that is inhabited by the demon of death has to take him to hell, basically, and he has to suffer there until his body recovers, rejuvenates, and which is the next morning, and he has to do it all again the next day. So really, like, I love Gina Showalter. She writes really great paranormal stuff. Like her YA series, Alice in Zombieland, is amazing. But this was the first paranormal series that I read by her, and I just love it. It's so good. So Jen and I are reading the first 4 books in this series, and we're going to do a live stream discussion. This is the first one. The second one is The Darkest Kiss. So I hope you join us Wednesday, because we're going to be discussing the first 2 books. I am caught up with my buddy read from Blood and Ash. I just have to read today's section, and I'm going to start A Song Below Water. Lots of stuff to read. I will update you at the end of the night. Hey everybody. I'm not sure what time it is. It's pretty late Sunday night, and I realized during tonight that this whole first week was supposed to be the HEA-a-thon, and I had made a TBR for the HEA-a-thon, but I only read 1 book from it, which was Furyborn. I didn't read anything else. I started, several buddy reads that just kind of took over, and especially this weekend, which, I don't mind. I mean, I change my TBR all the time, but it's like, this is why I don't make a TBR. It's just because I never follow them. Almost never, I should say. Or when I do set a TBR, it's like I go into a reading slump. Like, here we are, 7 days into June, and I've only read 2 books. This whole year, I've been averaging like a book a day. I don't know. Today, I finally caught up on my From Blood and Ash buddy read. So I had been behind like 3 days for that book. And then I started reading A Song Below Water, and about 4 chapters in, I'm really intrigued by that book. I mean, it's kind of set in the modern world, but really everyone knows about these mythological creatures like sirens, gargoyles, sprites. The book starts off where there's a murder of someone who everyone thinks is a siren. As of right now, that hasn't been proven, but it obviously, sparks some anxiety in our 2 main characters, Tavia and Effie, which they are kind of like adopted sisters. They live together. Tavia is the siren, and she sometimes can't control her voice. Like sometimes she gets like a burning sensation in her throat, and she has to like not speak and use American Sign Language just to keep from the voice that comes out, negatively affecting, other people the way, sirens' voices do. Like I said, I'm on chapter 4. I'm not too far into it, but I'm very intrigued. I can't wait to know more about, this world's mythology and the history surrounding it. I'm buddy reading that with Knox at Knox Reads, and I was boxing her today, and I was blown away by just the symbolism of what was happening in the book, or what Tavia's experiences were, and what's going on right now in the world. There was even a section from Tavia's point of view saying how silence is equal to complacency and complicitness, and I just I had to sit back, and I was like, wow, it's almost like this book was released at the perfect time. I was just truly blown away and amazed by that, and just Tavia's experience as a siren, and also, a Black teenager going to school. So we are, coming to an end the first week of June. There are still petitions that need to be signed, and if you have the funds, bail funds and GoFundMes and all of that to donate to. And if you don't have the means to donate, there are YouTube videos that are donating their ad revenue to the Black Lives Matter. But I also heard that YouTube is like deleting those videos, or like blocking them or taking them down, and there's no way for the creators to get the ad revenue that came from those videos. And I haven't heard anything, but I sincerely hope that that is a fluke and it'll be corrected right away. In fact, after this update, I'm gonna go on there and see if I can click on videos, because I have a playlist of videos that I saved to run so they could get the ad revenues. So I'm gonna click on just a couple videos and see if they are actually, if all of them are deleted or only some of them are deleted. That was such a great way for people who don't have the means to donate, because a lot of people haven't been working, just because before a lot of the population was quarantined or they weren't working. And while they may want to wholeheartedly donate. They don't have the means, and that was just such a good way to support and donate to the cause. And it was just really shady and dirty that YouTube would do that. That's just messed up. I'm gonna link my Google Doc that I created with every link that I've come across. If I don't have one on there that you think needs to be on there, definitely let me know. DM me the link and I will add it to the list. It just seems like there is new links to petitions and GoFundMe's almost every day. So I try to go on there and see what is new and try to update it every day. So that Google Doc is going to be in the description box. Also the playlist for the ad revenues if the videos are not deleted. And going into the second week of June, I really hope everyone stays safe. And I'm praying for your mental health. I'm praying for your physical health. I'm praying that you get home to your families. If you do go out and protest, if you were injured in protesting, I'm praying for a speedy recovery. And I'm praying with this going into the second week of June that we don't lose momentum, that we're getting the signatures that we need for those petitions. Again, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy. I love you. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you later, avid readers.